Okay, I get comments like this all the time. How do I make my franchises? Because sometimes when people do it, their franchises are all like messed up and overalls are terrible. This is how you do it. And I like to make sure I got the most updated roster. So you go to that icon, you go to edit rosters, and then you click update roster. There actually is a roster update, so I'm going to download that first. So obviously you go to franchise. You go to create new league. This is where you would pick if you want to make an online franchise or an offline. But either way, pick active roster for the most updated roster. After the roster imports, you get to pick a team. I'm picking the Saints. Starting point, I like preseason. I don't create my head coach until 8 years into the season because I don't want him having like a terrible record. And this is the most important stuff. You go to league settings. If you want the franchise exactly the way I have it, I like to play on simulation, all Madden. We scroll down, pre-existing injury off. Continuing to scroll down, I have progressive fatigue off and practice injury off. I might turn that on. You could have that on if you want more realistic. I have it turned off because I find it to be super annoying. But yeah, this is where it's the most important part right here. This user team help section, you have to put it on simple. And then after you do all the simming, you go back to the league settings and you put it back onto full control. Putting it on simple means that your coaching staff is going to re-sign players, they're going to upgrade players, and pretty much you won't have a 69 overall team. And after that, you're all set. And you back up, start playing the league, and then go to advanced week, scroll down, go to the left once, sim 10 years, and boom, you just got to wait a little bit. This part's going to take a while, especially if you do the offline version, so go do something, set a timer on your phone for like 20 minutes. In my Packers Commanders franchise, I stopped simming at 2029 late into the season. And then I did a bunch of scouting. I did the offseason, free agents, draft, and then I started playing in the 2030 season. And boom, I said I was going to stop simming late into the 2029 season, and my team is an 83 overall. Looking at the team, Olave is now a 95 overall. We have a young 74 overall superstar. And our quarterback is Costanzo. He's a 79 overall, 21-year-old rookie. And in a situation like this where my team is the #1 in their division, and they already have their franchise quarterback, it looks like this coach is doing a great job. And this team has a very bright future. So I'm going to change teams. I'm going to go to the standings, and I'm going to find the worst team. And there's a bunch that are 4-11. Colts are pretty solid. 99 overall JT with a 97 overall superstar left guard. And then their quarterback is 5'11", 91 speed. Cardinals are the same thing with their quarterback, 91 speed, Kyler Murray. I don't really like either of those teams, so I'm going to go check out the Buccaneers. And yes, this is definitely a team I want to play for. Their quarterback's almost 30, 78 overall. He's mid. They have X Factor Chris Godwin, who is injured. With Damian Pierce, dude, this team would be super fun to rebuild. And to switch teams, you go to options, you go to retire, and be careful, you have to click new character. If you click that one, the league deletes. Pick the Bucks, and this is where I would create my custom coach. If you guys have any questions, make sure to comment them below. But before you do anything, make sure you put it back on full control. User team help full control, and then you're done.